So continuing on, so we are dealing here with, oh, I just noticed a typo. That really should be or. There you go. So let's deal with the words, right? All real numbers less than 2 or greater than 6. So the way we write that is to say x is less than 2 or x is greater than 6. In this particular case, there's no way to combine them. So that right there is fine. Okay. And then even the way we draw is a little bit different. We would just do that, draw one single number line, and just write on them. So x is less than 2, and we shade above and below that line. And then x is greater than 6, so 6 is right here. It's greater, is to the right, and that is it. Okay. There's nothing else to be done. So if they said x is greater than -1, we'll start at -1 and graph to the right. If you do that, you have just graphed everything, right? And then you will say that the x is all real numbers because, think about it for a second, guys. Number is less than 2 or x is greater than -1. What numbers satisfy that? All numbers will satisfy those two statements, right? At least one of them anyways. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, and then the second example that we have, oh, by the way, we kind of tend to stay away from this example until example 2, so that was a little bit of foreshadowing. Okay, let's continue with our own algebra 2 stuff. Sorry, algebra 1 stuff. All real numbers less than or equal to 2 or greater than or equal to 6. So we have the same thing over here. It looks almost exactly alike, actually. So I'm actually going to copy this over and paste it below. The only difference is that it is less than or equal to and greater than or. So when you graph it, we want to include the endpoints there. You go. And that right there is the difference. Okay. All right, let's do some more problems, guys. Problem solving, that is. Example 2. Example 1. Graph each compound inequality and graph the solution. Okay, so we need to solve this separately, right? So on the left-hand side, so you basically or gives you a line. Solving on the left-hand side, we need to isolate the x. And the way we get rid of that is to, if you said add 4, you're correct, like this. And there's no need for you to write that at all. If you want to, that's fine. On the right-hand side, 1 plus 4 is 5. But in my class, you don't have to do that. And you could do plus 4 over here. Then x is less than 1. And then it's also asking you to graph, right? They want you to solve the compound inequality and graph the solution. The word and tells you that you have to do both, right? All right, so we do the first one, I, and number 2 will be the graphing portion, right? And there, once again, we have 1 and a 5, right? I just label 1 and a 5. The question is, do I include 1? No, we do not. Open circle. How about 5? No, we do not. And then we want to shade above, below, above, and below. I think I did a slightly better job on the left hand side. Let me try that again on the right hand side. Draw a straight line above. Oops, there you go. Above and below. And that's the way I prefer to do it. And we're done. So we should probably, well, one thing I forgot to do in the statement number 1, x is greater than 5 or x is less than 1. You should put the word or right in the middle. Okay, sorry about that. And then for part B, we divide by 2 to both sides, which gives you x. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so 1x, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then what we have here is what? Divide 3 both sides, and that will yield x is greater than 4. And it's a good idea to use the word or right in the middle, right? So you could say or. So when I graph it, so that right there is part 1, and this is part 2. So we needed 3 important numbers, right? 3 and a 4. And 3, we want to include that point. 4 is greater than, so we do not include, open circle. So 3 is x is less than or equal to 3, meaning to the left, right? Go this way. So I'm going to draw a shade, draw a line above and below. For x greater than 4, if it's greater than, we move to the right. And there you go, guys. And we're done. That is it. Okay. So now, watch, go ahead and try your turn. Questions 3 through 7. Pause the video, please. Okay. Here are the answers. And for the next 2. And that wraps up today's video. And once again, if you have any questions, please come see me during tutorial, or you can make an appointment if that doesn't, for whatever reason, work out for you. All right, guys, I'll see you next class. Okay, bye-bye.